Guys, what time is it? Millie? What time is it? Is it lunchtime? Yeah? Okay. Lunchtime. Show everyone how we prep our food. We feed the dogs twice a day, once between 12 and 1, and the other time between 7 and 8 in the evening. And it's a little complicated, so just stay with me. First, we start off, oh God, with kibble. We use 4 Health salmon and potato formula. We can't use any grains for Mildred because she has the bad poopies for days. So we learned that very quickly. Big dogs, you don't want to upset their stomach because it has big problems. So we don't feed them just kibble. We do a mixture. So this is what? Let's see. I don't know, it's worn out. This size is what we do for each dog at each meal. Mildred, since she weighs about 30 pounds or so more than Oliver. Oliver's the black one, Mildred's the beautiful angel. Grizzly is that guy. So as you can see, we don't fill it up all the way. We just give them a base of kibble. But Mildred, she's gonna get a scoop and a half. There, so that's the base. Kibble, 4 Health, salmon and potato formula, no grains. We get it at Tractor Supply, if anyone knows what that is. Yeah, anyways. The next part. We do a raw food. It's pre-made. We've gone back and forth and tried to make it ourselves. But this has everything that we would need. So this saves us so much time. So Oliver gets that size portion. Mildred gets a full one. And what we do for Grizzly is I just take a little bit off from each one and we give it to him. And that tends to be plenty of that. Obviously we don't leave it like this. Once I add everything else, we'll mix it all up. But that's just how it looks at first. Then eggs. Now we don't cook the eggs. We give them raw. Once again, if you do it correctly, a raw diet is great for dogs. Grizzly does not get the egg. So, raw egg, what do I do with the shell? I crumble it up and we leave it in there. The shell is good. The shell is healthy. Not healthy to the point where I'm going to eat it, but it is very good for dogs. It's good for their bones and teeth and all that. Again, it'll all look different when we mix it all up. So, we have our proteins for the most parts. We have the base of kibble. We have the meat, the raw meat, and it's got a little bit of vegetables mixed in with it and some rice and everything to make these patties. And then a raw egg for each of the big dogs. After that, it's time to wash our hands a little bit, because we gotta reach in and grab other stuff. And I've got raw meats and eggs on my hands. Yes, I use soap at the end. Don't judge me, even though it's YouTube. People are gonna judge anyways. It's inevitable. Okay, so we have our proteins. Now, we give them some fruits. We give them watermelon. And we give them blueberries. We close the refrigerator. Try not to make a mess. Katie will yell at me. Anyways, so all 3 dogs get the veggies. So I don't give them an exorbitant amount. Oh, if that's the right word for it. Anyways, we give them that. And then some blueberries. Give it a little scoop for Grizzly. He's not a big fan, but it's still good for him. And he does eat them usually, sometimes. And next, we go between, depending on what day or what meal of the day it is, we give them either a scoop of peanut butter or a scoop of pumpkin puree. I think they like the peanut butter better. So, peanut butter, Jif, natural. Try to make everything natural, not processed. We don't like all the extra sugars and, everything that the reason people buy natural food is healthier. No preservatives. So, anyways, get out the knife. You have to avoid the dogs that are, this is their begging mode. Instead of standing there and pouty and everything, she'll just follow me everywhere I go and plop down and lay there and look like she's starving. Even though she is not starving. Oh, look at all that fat. That was a cool move. Oliver just did. Anyways. Take out a spoon. Self-explanatory. Take out some of this. Doing this all one-handed is really enjoyable. You should try it. Oh, God. Come on. Get off of there. Shake it. That's good. And then for the light of my life, Miss Mildred. Just gets a big scoop. Come on. Don't shake the camera, but shake the spoon. Don't shake the camera, but shake the spoon. Oh, sorry for the loud noise. Anyways, there we go. That is their meal. Again, kibble, grain-free, is a base. It probably makes up 50% of their food. Then the raw meat, honestly, if I knew what the brand was, I would tell you, but I don't buy it, so I just make it for them. Then we give them the egg, raw egg, just crack it, crumble up the shells a little bit, leave it in there. They love the shells, they love the raw egg, and it makes it a little bit more like wet dog food. And then you add some fruit. We tried bananas, but bananas gave Mildred diarrhea, and again, a big dog with diarrhea is no bueno. So watermelon and blueberries tend to be our favorites to give them. They also like red apples. I've heard that green apples can be bad for them, but red apples are great, and they love it. I just don't have a red apple available right now. And then giving them a scoop of either peanut butter or pumpkin puree, and then you mix it all up. I'm not going to mix all of them up, on camera. I'm just gonna do Mildred's, but you cut up the pieces. Even though there's nothing hard in here, no bones or anything, I still don't want them to bite off more than they can chew, and then they take it into the living room and start eating it there. And then I got raw egg chunks on my rug, which would be, you know, I might get yelled at when Kitty gets home. Anyways, doesn't have to be perfect. I've learned that if you just leave all the good stuff on top, they're just going to eat all the good stuff and leave the kibble. But the kibble does have a lot of good, you know, vitamins and stuff that they need that maybe some of the other additives that I put in here don't have. So I do want them to eat the kibble. Now, some people say you either do kibble or you either do raw. You don't do both. But then some people say you can do both. Some people say it makes their stomachs constipated or something like that. We've never had a problem ever. Some people say that if you do a raw diet completely, that they can get, you know, food poisoning, salmonella, all that stuff. But, you know, if humans can eat everything in here raw and be fine, I mean, raw eggs are healthy for humans. We just don't like the taste, so we cook them. Raw meat, I mean, you can eat a raw steak. I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating a raw steak. I eat my steaks as rare as they can possibly get. And I'm still here, and it's healthy. So we've just learned that everything needs to be cooked. So then we turned that into a process for our pets. Oh, well, if we liked cooked food, our pets must like cooked food. That's not how it works in the wild. If I really, really wanted to get down to the basics of what they would eat in the wild, I would just throw in a chicken leg. I would throw in a raw steak with the bone. And that would be it. But we do it this way. It's a good compromise. That's what it looks like at the end. They absolutely love it. They eat every bit of it. And they are pouty when they don't have it, like this. So, if you have any questions, or you have any comments, or you have any recommendations, things we could do better or different, or lessons that you've learned if you've tried a similar type of diet, please put them in the comments. I would love to hear it. And I know there's going to be criticism because everyone thinks that they are the smartest people on the planet and what they do is the most amazing way. I don't. I think kibble is perfectly fine. I grew up giving our dogs kibble or just the regular canned dog food. They all lived healthy lives. I know people that do just raw diet and they have beautiful dogs. What I will tell you is ever since we've started this diet, their stool has been healthier looking. It's, you know, there's a difference between healthy stool and bad stool. It's been more regular. Their sleep has been better. Their energy has improved. Their coats, I mean, it's hard to tell right now, but especially on Oliver here, I mean, their coats are just so shiny. We usually do fish oil on top of this as well, give them a squirt of fish oil each, but we just moved. Don't know where it was packed. We need to buy some more, and it just hasn't been the top priority since we moved last week. So, but that will happen, and we've done that for the past, you know, several months, and it makes their coat even shinier. But they are beautiful, healthy, active dogs. No sickness, no irregularities. Her farts stink a little bit worse, but I mean, it's a big dog, you know, so anyways. So, again, thank you for watching. Please comment, please subscribe, please share with your friends. Please let anyone know who has dogs that is considering something like this to give this a watch and to see if this is something that they might want to do, or just take one piece of what we do and add it to current menu that you give to your dogs. We feed them twice a day, like I said earlier, between noon and 1 p.m. and then again between 7 and 8 p.m., which is fine because we're younger. We don't really go to bed until, you know, the midnight time frame, and then they are perfectly fine. They're not craving food in between those times. So yeah, Grizzly, Oliver, Mildred, say thanks for watching, or just walk away.